Hey guys, and welcome to Simulated Scores, a channel where we simulate football matches. So today we've got Arsenal versus Chelsea. This game's going to happen midweek next week. Both teams struggling a little bit in recent form. Arsenal obviously pretty much have thrown away the league. Oh, early chance here for Chelsea, and great save by Ramsdale. So yeah, this is a new channel where we simulate football matches, talk about the games, do our little predictions, and see what you think as well. So it's a new little project we're doing. We're going to also create a website where we're going to let you simulate your own games. So exciting little project we got going on. So be sure to subscribe and leave a comment and like the video if you want to find out a little bit more. So here is a first chance here for Chelsea, and that was a great save again. Sorry, second chance. Havertz with a header. So yeah, quite a good start here from Chelsea. Chelsea have been struggling a lot this season, and since Frank Lampard's come on as the sort of interim coach, I believe they haven't even got a draw. I think they've lost every single game, so it's a rough patch for Chelsea. And of course Arsenal as well. They've drawn a few games recently, and then they obviously lost to Man City, which looks like the league looks like it's going to go to Man City now. Um, so yeah, Arsenal have kind of flapped it really, if you think about it. Chelsea as well have had an awful season. They spent so much money as well in the January transfer market and haven't really got anything to show for it. When they potentially as well have a new manager in next season, he's not going to be able to spend that much. If you think about it, they've already spent a lot of the money that they would have spent in the summer. They might be able to get one or two, and they still don't have an out-and-out striker after all that money they've spent. Um, so, yeah, it'd be interesting to see how the next manager lines up the team, because I'm pretty sure that Lampard won't be staying on after this season. He's just had an awful record as Chelsea manager. I don't think he's that cut out to be a top flight manager yet. I think he needs to work his way up a little bit. Maybe get some wins at a smaller club, and then maybe work his way back up in the future. He's still quite young, of course. So yeah, this is a simulation, FIFA 23 simulation. We're using world-class AI difficulty. I personally think this game will be a win for Arsenal. I think Chelsea is just so poor at the moment, and Arsenal are going to try and fight until the last day of the season, try and push City all the way. But yeah, so it's going to be an interesting game for sure. So this is a nice little attack here for Arsenal. Little ball inside. Is that Odegaard, I believe? Or it might be in Zinchenko. No, I think it was Odegaard. But yeah, counter on for Chelsea here. Raheem Sterling been a bit of a disappointment since he signed for Chelsea. I think he's one of these players that is a bit of a confidence player, and he's just not playing really well at all. Um, he might have just been made to look a little bit better in that City squad. Any player in that City squad is gonna get goals and assists. So it's interesting to see him in a different team and see how he performs. Little chance there for him. It's interesting as well that the new owner, the new American owners at Chelsea, they're really involved. They're getting into the dressing room after every game and having a little pep talk. It's a bit unusual. I'm not sure how Chelsea fans you feel about that, but good chance there, Havertz. Good save by Ramsdale. It's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Him sort of coming into the dressing room. Some people say, oh, it shows he's passionate about it, and others would just say, why is he interfering? He shouldn't be. He should be leaving that to the manager. And another save by Ramsdale. Yeah, you know what? Chelsea have started brilliantly here. Um, Ramsdale's actually kept Arsenal in it so far. It should probably be 1-0 Chelsea already. But yeah, I'm going to go for an Arsenal 2-0 win, I believe, when the game comes. But yeah, make sure you leave a comment and about what you think the score is going to be, um, and why you think that. Also, if you think which kind of reinforcements do you think your team should get in the summer? Arsenal, they've got a good starting 11. Maybe need a bit more strength and depth on the bench. If they get some injuries, which they have. So I believe Saliba's out, so he's not playing today. Chelsea as well have had a lot of injuries at centre back. A lot of defensive injuries. Reece James as well has been out for the rest of the season. So also Mount as well, he's potentially injured, or it might just be covered up because he's leaving. Anyway, here's a chance. Nice defence there. Chelsea playing with their sort of 3 or 5 at the back formation here. So, good challenge there. Thing with simulations as well, you can get some interesting results, but obviously it is all based off the form of the players, um, which are all, for both Chelsea and Arsenal, both pretty down at the moment. Okay, so who's going to get this opener here? So we've got Saka, who's had a great season, and he's had a chance. Kepa with the save. Kepa, interesting one as well. When Kepa signed, he signed for a record fee similar to when Liverpool signed Alisson. And he's kind of just been in and out of the team, and he's had a few mistakes. But yeah, he's back in the squad at the moment. He's kind of pushed out Mendy. It's a bit of an interesting one that Chelsea are going for like switch their keepers every now and then. Like normally a team has like a set number 1, but Kepa has been in that number 1 spot for a little bit now. Okay, so here's a chance here. Say tackle by Thiago Silva. Loftus-Cheek is playing in that right wing back role today because of Reece James injured. So what the predicted lineups will be. Obviously these are subject to change, so it could have a big impact. And when we have finished our project on the website, you're actually going to be able to select players for your simulation. So an exciting prospect to look forward to. Yeah, so as I said, watch the space. But yeah, so good little start here from Chelsea. I think they've probably been on top, had the better of the chances. That is a great ball. Raheem Sterling, can he do anything? Oh, he's lovely turn, and that is 1-0. Brilliant little cut inside and a nice finish. That's so 1-0 to Chelsea. Probably deserved based on the first half performance. Kind of showing some of his Man City form there. Great pass there, little cut inside, and a nice little finish. Nothing much Ramsdale could have done about that. Good little side foot finish. Actually, it was pretty close to him, to be fair. He probably could have got a hand. But yeah, 1-0 to Chelsea. Let's see if Arsenal can come back, or if it's going to be Chelsea's day today. So that was right on the stroke of half time as well. Great time to score for the Blues here. Okay, so half time, 1-0 to Chelsea at the Emirates. Okay, so here we go, second half. Remember to leave a comment who you think is going to win next week, and also it would be really good if you like the video and subscribe. We're going to be doing a lot more content like this in the build-up to next season. Next season we're going to really kick off things, so hopefully I'll have the website up and live by then, and you'll be able to select your own players and simulate games. So it's going to be an interesting project. And that's just offside. Oh my god, that is very close. Very close one there. It's going to be interesting if they put the automated offside that they've been doing in their Champions League and the World Cup. I think they really need it, because sometimes when they're drawing those lines in the Prem, it's just so inconsistent, and it takes so long. You need something quick. You need the technology. The technology's there, so I think the Premier League should definitely implement it. So Arsenal trying to push for that equaliser, but here we have Chelsea on the counter. Mudryk, he is an exciting prospect for Chelsea. Obviously been quite hard in like a tough season coming in for a lot of these players, but he does look like he's got a lot about him, and he's going to be a huge one for the future. Anyway, João Felix as well. He's still young, but he's a bit of a hit and miss player. I think a lot of the Chelsea fans would agree that he's just he doesn't really score enough goals. He doesn't create enough. He's just a bit of a luxury player. I think that's probably why Atletico Madrid let him go on loan, and I think they're going to extend the loan, I believe. Bit of a naughty challenge there by Havertz. He's actually one of the most favourite players normally to get booked in a if you're doing a bet for a yellow card. He's normally quite high up. I think it's just because he's got a bit of a press on, isn't he? He always presses, and he does challenges like that. So if you're ever doing a bet, I think Havertz yellow is always a good one to bank on a bet builder. So here we go, Chelsea again, trying to build an attack. Nice little bit of skill there by Havertz. He again is a player that's got a lot of potential, but he's not an out-and-out striker. You know, he's always going to be a bit of a legend for Chelsea, obviously for winning the Champions League against Man City, but definitely not an out-and-out striker. I think he needs someone to be sitting ahead of him to sort of feed off. I think that's probably when you're going to see the best out of that. Arsenal as well, you know, ooh, good chance there. Arsenal as well, they've had a great season. Probably no one would have predicted this at the start of the season, but are they gonna keep this going, or is it a bit of just like a one-season thing? And that was a bit sloppy from Chelsea to give Arsenal the chance there to attack, and it's a corner for the Gunners. But there, I'm not quite sure. Let's just wait for the confirmation. Oh, Zakaria. Okay, I haven't seen much of the season, but I think he is. I think he is fit, so that's probably why he's on the bench. So, Jorginho, obviously former Chelsea player, hasn't really got into this game too much. He has a fantastic passing range. So, oh, there's a chance there for Chelsea. Raheem Sterling. For a small player, Raheem Sterling is actually incredibly strong. He can really hold his own, and I think it's quite surprising to a lot of people. You know, he's just got really good upper body strength. He's got a good low centre of gravity as well, and he can just hold off even the biggest defenders. It's a really good attribute to have, but I think he's just not really got the end product at the moment. He's never really been a clinical finisher. Normally, the goals that he does score are like tap-ins. Chance here for Chelsea to make it 2-0. Another save by Ramsdale. He's probably been Arsenal's best player in this game. But Yao Felix, oh, was that Havertz? Sorry. Good chance again. So Ramsdale made another block. Martinelli, another real good one for the future. I think he's going to be one of the best players in the world if he keeps up his current performances. So corner here for Chelsea. Trossard just came on as well. That was a pretty good signing as well from Arsenal. I think he's a really good impact sub, but they probably need a few more players like that. You know, if they do get injuries, it's one of those things where they're not going to have the reinforcements to bring on. So currently 1-0 to Chelsea, and they've just given it away straight away. That was awful from Ramsdale. They're falling apart here, Arsenal. I mean, if this is the score next week, I mean, that is just horrendous. That is absolutely horrendous, but a good save. He has made a good few saves in this half, so we can maybe let him off. So another corner here for Chelsea. Floated in. Another chance to put it in, Raheem Sterling. And that looks like it's going to be cleared. Rob Holding coming out. Rob Holding, of course, with a new hairstyle. Had a hair transplant recently, I believe, and now he's looking pretty glorious with his new locks. And chance here. Oh, why didn't he take it on? Why didn't he take it on himself? That looked like a perfect opportunity for Arsenal to get a equaliser here. Chance here. So Yao Felix, nice bit of skill. Oh my god, wow, that would have been a fantastic goal. Absolutely fantastic goal. Good little bit of play from Yao Felix, and then the scissor kick from Raheem Sterling, but Ramsdale again stops Chelsea from making it 2-0. Okay, Ziyech again winning a corner. Time is running out here for Arsenal, but fans look like they're still having a good time. Another corner for Chelsea. And another one. Surely they're going to make one of these count. Ball comes in and out again. Can Arsenal get an equaliser? I think if this was the score, that would 100% be the end of their title charge. They can't afford to drop any more points, so it's looking unlikely based on the simulation, and it is 2-0 to Chelsea. Yao Felix smashed it in. You know, I don't think he's probably going to do that midweek, but you know, who knows? He does have that little bit of brilliance that you can just flash out every now and then, and that is a great little run and smashed it past Ramsdale. Nothing he could have done that time. Great goal on his left foot. Not sure if he is left-footed. If not, that's a great strike on his weak foot. But yeah, too hot for Ramsdale there, and I think that's probably going to be game over. 2-0 Chelsea. So it looks like the FIFA simulation is predicting a Chelsea win. I'm going to go with an Arsenal win. Let us know in the comments what you think. Remember to like the video and subscribe. We're going to do a lot more of these videos, get a bit more interactive content going on. So yeah, watch this space. Said that a few times, but yeah, it's an exciting project we're working on. Anyway, so here we go. We've got another throw for Chelsea. They've been pretty dominant in this game, to be fair. Nothing really Arsenal have shown going forward. Trossard over to Jesus. Jorginho, and he's being tackled in the midfield. That's not where you want to lose it. What's the ref given there? Is he given a foul? He might have given a foul. Zinchenko, former Man City player, coming off bad day for him. Smith Rowe, he's just got back into the team recently, or just got started on the bench. He was showing some real good stuff last season, and I think again he's definitely one for the future. He's got some great talent. Good little challenge there. Jorginho, can he do a bit better this time? And he's lost it again. He has had an absolute shocker of a game. Definitely one to forget. Yao Felix again. Great chance. Chelsea almost making it 3-0 there. Trossard, tidy little player. Great player for Arsenal to have signed in the January transfer window. Jesus is one of these players who's got unbelievable feet. His dribbling is just out of this world. And he's been getting quite a few goals. Obviously had the injury, which probably, really set him back this season. But chance to make it 3, and it is 3. Chelsea 3, Arsenal 0. That was a really well worked move, and I believe that was Havertz score gets his goal. Brilliant play by Chelsea there. Interesting, 3-0 would be Frank Lampard's first win when he's come back as boss, and Arsenal were just pushing to try and get a goal there, and they've just left themselves open at the back, and that is an easy goal for Havertz. 3-0 game over. Yeah, so we've just got a few more minutes, I think. The ref's going to blow any second now. 5 minutes added on. A few more minutes left, and this is probably the end, if this is the score, of Arsenal's title charge. I mean, they can hold their heads up high, having a great season with a young squad, pushing City all the way, but just haven't quite had the experience to get themselves over the line. And hopefully, for Arsenal fans, they can keep that up next year. Good little result from Chelsea, and look at Arteta, they're looking pretty fine. A little white cardigan. First win this would be for Frank Lampard, but yeah, Raheem Sterling got his goal as well, so it'll be interesting to see if that happens. Anyway, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed the content, comment as well, and also be sure to subscribe. Thanks guys, catch you in a bit.